I found these pictures the other day, myself and my twin, Larry. Looking at my double, it put my mind to wondering, how many times has the doctor met his double? And has his twin or double always been friend or foe? William Hartnell will be the first doctor to meet his own double. In the story The Chase, the doctor, Susan, Barbara, and Ian are on run from the Daleks, from the dried up world of Iridius to the ghost ship the Mary Celeste, to what they believe is a haunted world, and even to the top of the Empire State Building. The Daleks will build a robot doctor to infiltrate and destroy. The actor used to be the robot doctor, sadly only slightly resembling our doctor. The robot will be overcome after fighting hand to hand with the doctor. In the massacre of St. Bartholomew's, often referred to as the Massacre, the abbot of Ambos is played by William Hartnell. This time it is just a chance meeting in his own double. As this is a lost story, I don't know if the abbot is good or not. And I also know that this is a story in which we will meet Dodo. In the Patrick Troughton story, The Faceless Ones, the aliens kidnap and make themselves into duplicates of the missing. But there is no double of the Doctor or any of the TARDIS crew. As we met Dodo in the Massacre, we will lose Ben and Polly in this story. Patrick Troughton will have the opportunity to play two parts in The Enemy of the World. Of course, he will be the Doctor, and he will also be the evil salamander. This is a well-crafted political thriller, and as always in classic Doctor Who, done on the cheap. Evil Salamander has harnessed the weather and volcanic activity to help all of the world. Of course, he should also be the world leader, as it has appeared that he has done so much good. But he is using food crops and disasters as tools in his plan to rule the world. As it all falls apart, he will stumble into the TARDIS, try and fool Jamie, only to be sucked out of the TARDIS and into time and space. The third Doctor, John Pertwee, will never encounter his own double, but he will meet alternate dimension versions of Liz Shaw, Sergeant Benton, and the Brigadier in the story Inferno. Tom Baker's Doctor will have more opportunities to meet himself. First, in the Terror of the Zygons, we will meet our first shapeshifters, the Zygons. They will assume the form of Harry Sullivan, the Duke, and the nurse, Sister Lamont. In the story The Android Invasion, the Doctor and Sarah Jane will thwart the Crawl as they will make android duplicates of the Doctor, Benton, Sarah Jane, and many others to invade the Earth. The Doctor will program the Space Defense Station radar to immobilize android duplicates. In an isolated lighthouse in the story Horror of Fang Rock, the Rutons are introduced. Looking like out-of-water jellyfish, they have the ability to assume the shape of others. In this story, after they have killed them. In the very next story, The Invisible Enemy, clones of the Doctor and Leela are injected into the Doctor. Shades of Fantastic Voyage. This is done to defeat the Swarm Leader, who has taken up incubation inside the Doctor. This story will introduce the Doctor and the world to K9. Robot duplicates will return in the story The Androids of Tara. Count Grendel will use his duplicates of Prince Reinhardt and Princess Stella, herself a perfect twin of Romana, to try and seize the throne of Tara. In this story, Mary Tam will play three parts. She will be Romana, Princess Stella, and Robot Princess Stella. Tom Baker will face an evil cactus with shape-shifting abilities in Meglos. Meglos will impersonate the Doctor to steal the dodecahedron from Tigella. It is a powerful source of energy. The scenes of the Doctor as half-cactus are quite unforgettable. 5 times in the 42-story era of the Fourth Doctor, duplicates play an important part in the story. 3 times the duplicates are of the Doctor, as a shapeshifter, as an android, and as a clone. For Peter Davison's Fifth Doctor, the first twin is in the story Black Orchid, where Nyssa is the image of Anne Talbot, confusing an ill George Cranley, who has committed a murder. In the story The Arc of Infinity, Omega will try to steal the Doctor's body and use it as a vehicle to escape his antimatter world. In The King's Demon, the Master will use the shape-shifting robot Chameleon to try and prevent Magna Carta from being signed. Chameleon was a dream that fell flat on its face as the builder-operator died, and the robot was never able to live up to his hoped use. He would be written out of the series soon. Our saddest duplicate is William Hartnell. He will play William Hartnell in the story The Five Doctors. In the caves of Androzani, the Doctor and Perry are replaced with androids by Sharaz Chek to prevent their execution. The 10th Doctor, David Tennant, will be duplicated, this time the Meta-Crisis Doctor. This Doctor with one heart will be left in a parallel universe to stay with Rose. The 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, will meet his duplicate in his very first story, The 11th Hour. Prisoner Zero is a shapeshifter, and he will assume the shape of the Doctor, Amy, and others in this opening story. The Doctor will use a Tesselecta robot duplicate to fool a controlled River Song from killing him. She will shoot the duplicate instead of the Doctor. The 11th Doctor will again be duplicated in the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. Gangers are duplicates made from a substance called the Flesh, and are identical duplicates thought to be without human value. The Doctor has used this trip to study the Flesh, as he has suspected that Amy is a duplicate. For a recommendation this week, turn to the IMBD streaming channel. For Leverage, they have a new season. And as summer progresses, turn to BritBox. There are many exciting things coming, including Blake's 7. So, good night. Enjoy your journey through time and space. Remember to wear a mask and social distance if it makes you feel better. It's always best to stay safe. Good night